Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Hope you had a Merry Christmas and it's New Year's Eve. Hope you guys have a happy New Year's Eve. Be safe and drink at home and party with your friends and have fun. I really don't celebrate New Year's Eve anymore. I'll probably be sleeping by then. You know what I mean? I don't watch the ball drop anymore or anything like that. But I hope you guys have a good, happy New Year tonight and just have a great time celebrating bringing in 2024. So I got some movies, guys. Now I don't have a lot. This is a little haul of movies that I picked up. One particular one that was great to get that I found on Groove. You know what I mean? I was really just stoked to have this series because I tried to find it on Amazon, but it was too expensive. You know what I mean? Because it's a classic that used to come on when I was younger, like I think in the early '70s. It's a mixture of it's like kind of like the X Files, but in the '70s. You know, it was a pretty cool show, and I got some Blu-rays and stuff from Big Lots actually. Actually, brand new. Actually, went out today and I found some really great stuff there, and I got one pickup from Half Price Books. So let's get into it, guys. So the first one I want to show you from Groove. Now, Groove is pretty cool. I know that Katie also gets steelbooks and she gets her Blu-rays and 4Ks and stuff from Groove. Um, she gets a lot of stuff from Groove, but recently she did her video. Shouts out to her. Hey, Katie, how are you? Happy New Year. She actually got a steelbook from there that's actually dented or bent, and she's trying to get a hold of them. And I'm like, wow. So I hope when I go to buy steelbooks from there, that I got one from there, which was that Phantasm, and it was not dented, you know. But I don't want to get any steelbooks from there and they're dented, and then you can't get a hold of them. She said she tried to call them and or do an email and couldn't get a hold of them. So that's not good, Groove. I mean, if you want to keep your customer service and keep people coming back and buying, Blu-rays and 4Ks and DVDs or whatever have you from you, you need to get back to your customers, or you can possibly lose a lot of customers in business like that. So that might be something you want to update or something like that when you have people that spend their hard work and money to buy good quality stuff, movies and stuff from your company. So yeah, I hope she gets a hold of them. So first one I got here is actually from the '70s, guys. This is actually kind of like the first um, X Files, but made in the '70s. It's like an X Files sci-fi type scary series, and it is called Night Stalker. So I picked up Night Stalker at Groove. This is the complete series, actually, 1974 to 1975. It says it's a DVD with all 20 original 1 hour episodes, which is really cool. And like it even says on the back here, it paved the way of the X Files to come to DVD. So yeah, this is actually something like that, but back in the '70s. You know what I mean? So this is called Nights. This is Night Stalker, the Night Stalker, and it's actually pretty good. I used to watch a little bit on TV. It would come on Comet or Sci-Fi Channel, one of those. I can't remember, but I never got to watch like the whole series because I found it very interesting and kind of like neat. So that is the Night Stalker. That's what I picked up from Groove. That's from Groove. So yeah, I'm glad to have that. Like I said, it has all the series in here. You know what I mean? Which is really cool. Now I'm gonna be watching part two. I already watched one, and I did open it because I was so excited to get it and I wanted to watch it. But that's what it looks like inside. And I didn't have it on Blu-ray or anything like that. I didn't care, honestly. I'm more into collecting Blu-rays and 4Ks now. But if it's something that I can't find at a reasonable price on DVD, I found it at Groove. So yeah, that's pretty cool. So that is the Night Stalker. Now the next one we got here is actually from I got today actually from Big Lots. I had a gift card. My sister gave me a gift card to Big Lots, so I used it to buy movies, and I used it for a couple other things. So one of the movies I picked up on Blu-ray, it was $4.99. It's valued at $12, and it even has a digital. It says it includes a digital copy. This is really one of the rare Supermans that I don't really hear people talk about. This is Superman 3, Some people had mixed reviews about it. It had a great comedian in it and actor, which is Richard Pryor. And it has Richard Pryor. Man, it has Richard Pryor in it. It was really good. And Christopher Reeves. I thought it was good. I actually seen this in the theater. Some people, like I said, had mixed reviews about it, but I got it on Blu-ray for $4.99 at Big Lots. So yeah, and there you see Richard Pryor, the iconic comedian back there. You know what I mean? One of the greats, and Christopher Reeves, two great guys that are no longer with us. But it was a great movie, guys. So if you like Superman and you want to get into the old Supermans, they had the other ones there, but I preferably wanted three because three was one you don't really hear that much about. Some people, like I said, didn't like it as much, I guess. I thought it was pretty neat, pretty different, and it was really comical with Richard Pryor in it. So I picked this up, yeah, at Big Lots for $4.99, and it has the digital copy, which is awesome. I could put that on my computer and take it with me wherever I go. And there's the back there, you know what I mean? But I thought it was pretty cool. I thought it was pretty cool. Now another one we got from Big Lots, it was $2.99. It is a DVD with a slipcover, and it has a pretty cool slip cover on it, and I think it's called Medusa. Beauty is the Beast. So I don't know about this. It has a nice slip cover on it. It looks like it might be pretty good. It looks like it's a little cheesy. It's made by Doubleworks. So I'm gonna find out. It has extra director's commentary. Different things like that. So it looks like it might be pretty cool. I'm not sure if you guys have seen this movie. Let me know in the comment sections below. Yes, it is a DVD, but it has a nice slipcover on it. And for $2.99, it says right here it's valued at $15.48. So that's actually pretty cool. If you look closely, that's what it says, and I got it for $3. So I'm gonna, check this out later. This is the back of it. It looks kind of cool. You know what I mean? So I'll check it out and see how it is. But it looks like it might be a little bit of like a sci-fi slash scary horror movie. So the only way I'm gonna know is when I watch it. Might be cheesy. I like cheesy movies. I don't care. But it was in my price range, which is really cool. So yeah, that is Medusa. Uh, Beauty is the Beast. So hopefully it's pretty decent. Now the next one I got here is actually another one from Big Lots. This is actually a TV series that used to come on when I was younger. I loved it. It was $10. It is very hard to find the other seasons of this show because it was funny. It was a family show, but it was very funny. The lady in the show is no longer with us, but it was a great nostalgia classic sitcom back in the 80s. And it was $10.99, and it is valued at $17.11. And that is season one of Gimme a Break with Nell Carter on it. Now, I can't believe I found this. I was stoked. I liked it, the show. It was very, very good. It's a great 80s flashback. You know what I mean? Like, if you want the second seasons and third seasons of these shows, they're like $60 to $70 on Amazon, and that's ridiculous. This is $30 on there the first season. I got it for $10, and it just stuck out at me, and I grabbed it up so quick, and it was the only one there. She is very funny. She was a great singer also, and she was just very funny, and she really loved the kids that were in this show called Give Me a Break. The chief was awesome. It was a great chemistry of actors and actresses. So it's a great for nostalgia. I like picking up nostalgia TV shows I grew up with if I can find them at a reasonable price. So that is Give Me a Break from Big Lots. Yes, and it was definitely worth the price. Definitely worth the price. So the next one we got here, I actually picked up at Half Price Books. This is also another nostalgic show. It's like a sci-fi type show. You don't hear a lot of people really talk about this show. Really, you don't really see it on TV. It is from the I think the late '80s into the '90s, I believe. If I'm correct, I only watched it a few times late at night. The show only came on late at night. I'd come home from being out with my friends, drinking beer or partying or being with, a girlfriend at the time or whatever. And it used to come on at night, and I would watch a little bit of it and fall asleep to it. I thought it was pretty interesting, and I should have got into it more. It was $7.99 at Half Price Books, and that is the trilogy part one of Forever Night. So I picked up Forever Night at Half Price Books. Excellent condition. It's a vampire cop. It's very dark and gritty. If you look at the back of it, it kind of reminds you. If you look at some of the characters back there, like the girl here, kind of reminds you of like one of the characters from the movie Salem's Lot. The way her eyes look and stuff like that, because that's how they looked in the movie Salem's Lot, which is a great classic. I really highly recommend you checking that movie out. They're supposedly making another Salem's Lot. That would be great. But he's a cop, but he's a vampire. It's a mixture of a vampirish and cop. So that's what makes it unique to me. So I picked that up for $7.99, which is awesome. The awesome thing about that is, a long time ago at Rite Aid, they had the trilogy part two that I picked up for $6, which is right here. I don't know if I showed you guys this before, but this is part two of Forever Night. I never watched it. I wanted to wait until I got part one, and I finally got that at Half Price Books. So now I can watch part one trilogy and part two trilogy. And this is a different cover. He looks very, very scary, bro. I mean, this looks really scary, man. It's like Salem's Lot on crack, or something like that. And here's the back of it right here. It just shows the character and actress back there. But I cannot wait to sit down and actually watch this trilogy of Forever Night. And I'm so glad to have part one, trilogy one, and then having part two to go with it, guys. And I have a really nice set to show you at the end of the video. Now, I got another great nostalgic show that came on when I was younger. 19 cartoons. This was a great show. It's valued at $8. I grew up watching this cartoon. I loved it. I love nostalgia things. I'm trying to collect a lot of 80s, TV shows, horror movies, even our cartoons that we used to watch back in the day. And it is season one, volume one of the Smurfs. I found that for $5.99, also at Big Lots. It just was a great cartoon growing up. The series ran to 1982, 83. It was a very, very good cartoon that used to come on. They don't make cartoons like this no more. It was great to watch this while you're in the front of the TV eating your big bowl of Count Chocula or Boo Berry, your cereals or whatever, Apple Jacks or whatever you like, Captain Crunch. And I used to do that, man. And I loved this show, The Smurfs. And after that, another show that came on after it, I think it was made by Hanna-Barbera, was called The Snorks. And that was another great show that used to come on right after The Smurfs. So yeah, this is very nostalgic cartoons made back then. And like I said, it has a lot that's on there. It has 19 cartoons on 2 discs, which is totally awesome. And back then, the style, the animations, the artwork of the 80s were fantastic. You know what I mean? So it's good to have this. If you want to get into these type of cartoons, maybe try picking them up at your local Big Lots if they have it. They did have volume two, but I didn't get that one. I might find that one later. But I did get the first one for $5.99 at Big Lots. Now this next one here I actually found at my thrift store. I found this at my thrift store. Is a action packed double feature. Also, this was also made in the 80s. It didn't last very long. It was out there with the Incredible Hulk, at the time, and this is great to have it. It was re-released by Shout, and it is awesome, from the 1970s, I believe. Is it late 70s? into the 80s, I believe. I know it was made. It was made in 1979, so before the 80s, and it is Captain America, Captain America, and then Captain America 2, Death Too Soon. So I picked that up. My friend gave it to me for $1, and it's nostalgia of you know good old uh, Captain America. It's awesome. You know what I mean? I remember watching this when I was younger. But yeah, this is Captain America. It has two, like I said, two live action TV movies featuring the original adventures of Captain America, which is really, really awesome. You don't really see this on TV anymore. You can see Captain America right there. You know what I mean? His motorcycle, the shield on top. You know what I mean? Very nostalgic. Really love it, man. As you see, it has a Walmart sticker on it. So I don't know how old it is and how long it was at Walmart. But she gave it to me for like $1. So yeah, I cannot wait to check that out. That looks so cool, man. Like I said, I used to watch this when I was younger, but I don't quite remember it all the way because I was really young back then. But I'm glad to have that. This is actually from this is actually from Best Buy. I like Christmas movies. I you know like Christmas movies. I like to get into the season of Christmas. My mom's favorite holiday was Christmas. She is no longer with me, or me and my family, but my mother loved Christmas, and I got into Christmas movies, Christmas shows, and I picked this up at Best Buy. Too bad they're gonna be getting rid of their physical media. There's a lot of people that are upset about that, but I got it pretty cheap. I think it was like $6. Is Blu-ray DVD plus digital HD. It is Home Alone 2, Lost in New York, with a nice slipcover. So I picked that up at Best Buy. You know what I mean, with the nice slipcover on. I think it was $6 or $7. Which is pretty awesome. I didn't really see much of anything I wanted there. You know what I mean? So I picked it up because it's Christmassy. These are great movies to watch during Christmas. So yeah, it's brand new Blu-ray Home Alone 2 that I picked up at Best Buy. Now the last thing I have here is from Big Lots. This is really cool, awesome pack the way they did this, guys. I just got it today. I think what happened is when I went to Big Lots today, they put out newer movies that this morning. It had to be because I was there the day before and these weren't out there at all. This is actually valued at $40.23, and I got it for $7.99. Big Lots price. This is really it's just cool the way they did this. This is a Blu-ray uh, pack, right? It has the Blu-ray of the original Batman with Michael Keaton, but what's cool about this is it has a DC coloring book of Wonder Woman in it. Check that out. That was only $7.99. It's valued at like I said, it's valued at $40. And it was at Big Lots for $7.99. So you get the Blu-ray. It's in a nice packaging as you see right here. And you get the Wonder Woman coloring book. You get a bonus with it. Some people don't open these and they leave it like it is. I guess because the value goes up on it. I don't know what I'm going to do yet. I might leave it like this and try to take the sticker off and have it as a collector's thing. I'm not sure. Let me know in the comment section what you guys would do. Would you leave it like this or would you open it up? But it has like a really cool DC comic book of Wonder Woman, which is another iconic character from DC, which is pretty awesome. And then there's the coloring book on the back there, and then there's the Blu-ray of Batman. So this was actually the big surprise actually that I picked up versus movie plus coloring book, which is really cool. Maybe DC's going to start doing this now when they start bringing out Blu-rays and different things like that, adding a really cool adult coloring book in there of Wonder Woman. I might take it out. I'm not sure, guys. This was the only one there, and I'm glad to have it for, like I said, $7.99. And my sister gave me a nice, she gave me a really nice gift card to Big Lots. But that's all I got for now, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Now, like I said, I didn't have really too much of the scary movies. I'm gonna be getting some more movies, maybe from Groove. it all depends. Or my exchange, I have to go up and see. There's certain ones I'm looking for. I might have a couple 4Ks. It depends. You know what I mean? So it just all depends. It has to be something I really want in 4K. I'm not going to just pick up 4K movies, guys. If I have them on Blu-ray, I'm not going to pick them up on 4K. You know what I mean? It would be definitely have to be in my price range really to do that. But if it's really something that I'm really looking for, then I'll pick it up in 4K that I want to add to my collection of 4Ks and Blu-rays and movies that I have. You know. But that's it, guys. I hope you guys have a happy new year. I want to thank you guys for coming back and checking out my channel. I very well appreciate all you guys out here in movie land and DVD and 4K collecting and love picking up the Blu-rays for awesome prices. You know what I mean? It's sad that the Dollar Tree hasn't been having nothing at all. There's movies that have been sitting there for 2 years, guys. They're just sitting there. They don't move. They don't do anything with them. They just sit there. I mean, I've been in there a couple times and they've been sitting there for at least 2 years. Some of those Blu-rays and DVDs in it are just they're not selling. They're not very well known, I guess, and they're not selling. They're just sitting there. Every once in a while they might get a box or two, but it ends up basically being the same stuff. You might find a couple of movies in there like The Nun on Blu-ray I got there. I got it for $1.25, but you're not gonna really. Or I think I got a Godzilla and King Kong combo pack there. I got that there for $1.25, and then Highway to Heaven with Michael Landon I found there for $1.25. But as when it comes to other Blu-rays and scaries or whatever sci-fi stuff, they really haven't had anything, guys, at all. Really, it's just the same stuff over and over again. So hopefully they might get some this upcoming spring. I don't know, summer. We'll have to see what you know the Dollar Tree does. I'm not sure, but guys, thanks for watching and have a happy and safe New Year's. And I will be back soon with another video. Dude, the next video might take a little longer because I'm looking at either going to get some more from Groove and at my exchange, so it might take another maybe another few weeks or something like that. We'll just see how it goes. But thank you for coming back and watching my videos and liking my channel. I really appreciate it, guys. Take care and Happy New Year. Talk to you guys soon.